Board meeting for December 19th, 2024 to order. Announcements and public comments. None? Oh, the consent agenda. Approval of meeting minutes. Has everybody had a chance to check them out?
I would make a motion to approve them as they stand.
Is there a second? I'll second it.
Second.
All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Approval of December claims.
I move that we accept the claims.
Second that.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Approval of human resources report. It's a short.
A couple of things I wanted to point out on the Human Resources Report. One is, if you'll notice, there are two people on there that you both probably, all of you probably know. Nyla and Nancy both have worked for us for at least a decade. And they both retired in November. So that's a big deal to us because those are the two magic makers when it comes to do flowers that you see around town. So we've already started to advertise for those jobs and trying to be a little aggressive in finding people because I think it's going to be a hard job to fill because it's a hard job in general. And those two just did an absolutely fabulous job. So I just wanted to make sure we recognize them both for the great work that they did. Like I said, that's what most people see. So I appreciate both of them. And of course, they're sneaky. Their last day, they didn't tell anybody. So, you know, they just kind of slid out and unceremoniously, and I want to make sure we recognize their work because they did a fabulous job. So,
Yes, they did.
They did. Yeah, they were good.
Gonna miss seeing their butts up in
and then the other one I wanted to, I told you about before, but we did decide on a cemetery sexton. We interviewed 3 people. The Human Resources Coordinator, the Mayor's Chief of Staff, and I did interview 3 internal candidates. And we landed on Dale Mason, and Dale has worked over at the cemetery since 2010. He's been the supervisor for the last 3 years, I believe. And he's going to do a great job. He already is. So. He officially starts on the 28th of December, I believe.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve the human resources reports?
I move to approve, please.
I second. Those in favor? Aye.
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 So moved. Old business, Franklin Active Adult Center Project.
I don't know if you heard, I was just giving you a quick synopsis to the mayor, but there's a lot of stuff going on over there right now. A lot of trades are in there working. When we were just in there, Rock and I were in there yesterday with some security people talking about security cameras and door access and all that kind of stuff. I saw plumbers in there. The roofers they're done or almost done, one or the other. It's getting really close to being drywalled. So if I don't know, Mayor or Les or anybody wants to go take a tour of it before they drywall it, because it's really cool to see what it looks like behind the scenes. If you want to come get some great pictures, now's the time to do that, because I've tried to take pictures in stages as we go. The very first pictures I posted was I'm standing out in the dirt. And now you can actually see the rooms. So it gives you an idea how big they are and where things are located and all that kind of stuff. So if you want to do that, let Rock or I know. We'll get you in over there. And it's a pretty cool tour right now to see it. So, but other than that, it's going great. I mean, we have to haggle with the contractor every so often about things like heat and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, I'll give the engineering department a lot of credit. Mark and Matt and Joanna are on top of that stuff. It's quite impressive. So it's actually going really, really well. So.
Cool. New business. Seeing none.
Boy, it's the end of the year. We don't have any.
Reports. Youngs Creek Park pickleball lighting.
Yeah, Mayor, you want to talk about it or do you want me to?
Go ahead, and then I'll add anything.
Sure. So I've told you over several meetings that the Mayor's Youth Leadership Council has been working on. The project that they adopted this year was to get some lighting on the Youngs Creek pickleball courts. A lot of behind the scenes have happened. They've done a little bit of fundraising. We now, I believe the Board of Works just Monday approved the contract with Houston Electric here in town to install the lights. I think the original estimate was probably about $140,000 or $150,000 to put the lights up, and I think it ended up being just shy of, it's 40,206 or some crazy number like that. So way more than half, which is a great thing. Really nice lighting. I've met with them. We're having a pre-construction meeting tomorrow at 9 a.m. To actually kick off the project, and by the springtime, there should be lights on the pickleball courts. So.
Okay, so just to add a little bit, I know this part here, probably, it gets lost a little bit. So in that process of the good bid, the contractor's actually donating half of the money because the Mayor's Youth Council kids twisting his arm trying to be fun. It's hard for these kids to raise money. That's
Sure.
just the bottom line. And they've worked at it, they've sold water at the, places and was at the winter market. But anyway, they've reached out to Duke Energy. I think they were gonna give some money towards the final price as well. And it just dawned on me while I was sitting here and we're talking about this, probably did this backwards. We should have had them come to you first and said, is this okay if we put the, so I hope you guys are okay with the fact that we're trying to do this. So, next time we'll do it that way. They've just done a great job, and what we try to do with the Mayor's Youth Council, and that's why I was thinking they should have come here. We want them to see how government works, how long it takes, how hard it is. We're having them meet with people, we're having them, we're there watching and guiding, but let them see the parts of it. And this is a board that we may yet have them come or something, so. Anyway, that's that part, sorry to take your time.
No, I got a feeling they appreciate it because this has been a year ago at least. Well, it's been more than a year because it was nice outside. So I know it wasn't last winter. We had a couple of people from the community come and want to do pickleball lights and all kinds of stuff. And then all of a sudden they adopted and we're like, oh, this is great. So it's a good thing.
Yeah, really good thing.
Thank you. It's a good opportunity for young people to learn.
Yes, it is. Financial reports. Athens Rec Fund.
Yep. So the first one's the Athens Rec Fund. You'll see the, it's about where we should be this time of year, which is we have no money. So no, the Athens Rec Fund has all kinds of money in it. Remember, this is the one that rolls over year to year. So this is all the fees and that kind of stuff we get. So, but you see, we had scheduled we were going to spend 1.45 million, and we still have 155 left. So we didn't get them close to that. So the next ones are the ones that I'm not joking about, that we really have no money. So
Park appropriation.
yeah, I think Brooke did the last bills that you just signed, if I'm not mistaken. And she did send me an email at the end of that saying, please don't send me any more bills. We have no money. So
There's enough for payroll though, right?
there is.
That's the most important.
That's the most important one. So.
Yeah. Cemetery appropriation.
Cemetery is the same. They had just enough to squeak by to make them to the end of the year. So
Can I add to that one a little bit too?
please do.
So we started last year, the headstone project, okay? And the company that we ran across, I think Chip and Dale and everybody was real satisfied. So we went to the council and we appropriated $50,000 this year to do that. This is a multi-year project. But anyway, I think Chip, we were supposed to be giving you a quote here soon on those.
Yep.
And then, I don't know if you have to get two or not, but if we do, it's out there, and what I'm trying to do is try to get these bids started, because they can do this work in the wintertime whenever they can't work anywhere else. So contractors that want to look for jobs or look for projects, this is a good one, so.
Yep.
So we're looking to try to get that put out to
Oh, yeah, we'll be done in 30 days. So. And we did meet, the mayor's right, we did meet with them, it's been a week or two ago, probably, it's been a couple weeks at least out on site, and picked another section of the cemetery to concentrate on, which was great that I got to walk out there with them and Dale, because this next section, you're really gonna notice the difference, because there's a lot of leaners that are gonna be fixed in this one. It's pretty close to the cemetery chapel, kind of what I would consider to be the front of the cemetery chapel, toward South Street. So, yeah,
Right.
yeah, but that'll happen. You're right. That'll be they'll be done by the springtime with that project. So,
Good. Fund report.
the fund report, remember, is the cash. So, I mean, the appropriations are what we have the ability to spend. The fund report is the actual cash that we have, and it's toward the end of the year. So, I mean,
It's low.
yep, it's low. Great thing about parks, though, you gotta love January. You gotta love New Year's resolutions and new shelter rentals and all kinds of stuff that happen in January. So,
Okay. Any comments from the park board? Other than me, you know. I do have a comment. Actually, it's not a comment. It's my resignation from the park board.
boo. No, go ahead.
Due to a state law, I cannot be on the school board and the park board at the same time. It's an archaic law, I've been told, and I agree with them. I don't understand what the conflict is, but it's just a law that exists, so we got to go with it. I've greatly enjoyed working on the park board. And I have one request. People in Franklin like parades,
We do.
and I would greatly like to see a Veterans Day parade come to fruition sometime soon, maybe
Okay.
by the next Veterans Day. That'd be great. And I know that the people at the American Legion would probably be willing to participate in that. And probably people at the Elks
I
would
would
be
imagine there would be a.
willing to
Elks group.
participate in that as well. But I think it would be an appropriate thing to do, to honor the veterans, have a parade.
Good idea.
That would be a good idea.
Okay. So, if there's no other comments,
There is. Deb, you know, I wouldn't gonna let you just, hey, thank you. You know, you don't see the mayor here, you guys take care of what you need to take care of, I don't need to be here for anything. So I just wanted to tell you, matter of fact, you guys are all smarter than me anyway, so I'll just tell you that. But Debbie, I really appreciate everything you've done, the dedication. I know that you love this. We had that talk, and I wish you went the other way, but your value at the school board is gonna overweigh this. In my eyes, you have a big value to bring to the school board. So thank you for that, and thank you for this.
thank you.
I want to second that very much. Not only you're a dear friend, but you're very, very dedicated. She works behind the scenes and does tremendous amounts of hours, so. But I do think that she'll be an asset on our school board for our young people.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, I'll be sitting out there with Les.
No,
Yeah, and I'll bring you candy too.
Deb, I've done this for 30 years, and thank you very much. It's such a huge deal when you have somebody on the park board that understands what we're doing. And wow, it's been great. So I appreciate you.
Thank you. There's no other comments. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I move we adjourn.
Second.
So moved. Oh, all in favor?